as we are starting our grand finals. And before I forget, in these grand finals, people in the chat, place your bets. Who do you think is going to be today's champion? Is it going to be the up-and-coming Terran player? Or is it going to be the Cham Slayer?
Look, obviously the winner of today is Team Super, okay?
True.
But yeah, speaking of Team Super, here we have the first player here for Team Super, coming all the way from Brazil, who just killed Cham, one of the Cham killers, TheZergLord.
And spawning in the top right hand corner of Hardwire LE, we have the Peruvian Terran player. He just took down Jim Rising. It's, I believe, his first Copa Hyperion finals representing Team Super. It is Tavo.
So light. I just pull up the historical research between TheZergLord versus Tavo.
Oh.
Do you want to know? Do you want to know who is ahead in the head-to-head?
Tell me, mate. Tell me.
Who do you think is ahead in the head-to-head, and by how much?
TheZergLord, I want to say 80-20.
Okay, you are correct in that TheZergLord it is ahead, but it's not ahead by that much. That's a lot, mate. 80-20. You went very far. No. In matches it is 7-4.
7-4. Ah, okay.
7-4. So it's like a 60% win rate for TheZergLord.
Okay. I was gonna say 70-30, but I was like, I feel like Tavo doesn't win that often, but okay. So yeah, TheZergLord is the favorite, but this in 2022, Tavo, he is new and improved, you know? Like this is a Tavo we haven't seen before, right? He just took down Jim Rising, and TheZergLord is a very comparable Zerg player to Jim.
Yes, and speaking of like recent years, mate, you just had to say that I was looking 2022. These players have played 4 times already, and they're tied.
Ooh.
2-2. So yeah, a lot of the wins that TheZergLord had over Tavo were at the beginning of last year when Tavo like feels like emerged onto the scene.
Mm-hmm.
So Tavo has grown, mate, and now I will say he is very equal to TheZergLord in skill.
Yeah, definitely. But again, TheZergLord, a very different kind of player. You know, you're not going to catch him going 2-base Muta or into a fast Spire. That's just not how TheZergLord plays. Likewise, TheZergLord also doesn't do what Jim does and delay his third base. TheZergLord's third at a much more reasonable time.
Yeah, definitely. Meanwhile, on the other side of the map, Tavo opening with a very standard, like Reaper expands. Reaper expanding to 1-1-1. No fast tier base, yes. Tier base yet. Oh my god, English.
Oh, exactly. But Tavo has to be a little bit careful here because Tavo is going for that tech lab. So are we going to see a switch? Maybe. But he has to be careful because Cosmos was casting the last series, and it's very likely that TheZergLord was watching everything. He was watching Tavo go mech, he was watching Tavo go BC time and time again. So Tavo has to be careful, and he has to be a little bit more diverse against TheZergLord here.
Yeah, definitely. So far, so good. Everything is pretty standard. Oh, Clock Banshee is what Tavo is gonna open up with this game.
Yeah, I like this. Like, I don't think you can do the same thing he did against Jim Rising just because TheZergLord has a little bit more information to work with. So going to something slightly different, I approve.
Yeah, there we go. Serling here for TheZergLord, trying to scout whatever is happening, but get denied. But on the other side, there is an Overlord going straight in, and there's only one Marine. That Overlord is going to be able to see everything.
Yeah, he confirms the starport, he confirms the research on the tech lab, so TheZergLord knows 100% that Cloak Banshees are on the way, and now they'll like these Banshees, they're not going to get too much done, or they shouldn't get too much done.
Oh, he even sees the timing when the Banshee is coming out, so pretty good scout by TheZergLord.
Oh yeah. Exactly. Now because that spores are on the way in every single base, But because Tavo is getting multiple banshees, like if he keeps his first one alive, kind of like an oracle, you can one-shot workers with 2 banshees, and you can even try and bully some queens every now and then.
Yeah, just please don't put the banshee straight into the queen's path. No, banshee, please.
Tavo taking a lot of damage here, and unlike oracles, banshees don't have energy, so he cannot regain that health. Oh, goes for cloak, but there is a spore here, and I have to be so careful.
Yeah, unfortunately, that banshee has gotten denied. It's not gonna do any damage. He needs to go home, repair it, and not lose it, please.
Yeah, and that's exactly what's happening. He is on his way back, but the second banshee is on the way, so Tavo, he wants to bring them together and he wants to deal damage, but now like he has to babysit this banshee so hard because it has so little health.
Yeah, definitely. So let's see what it does. Meanwhile, back in Tavo's base, Tavo has decided to go bio this game. We have a lot of barracks incoming, +1 attack for infantry and +1 defense as well, coming as well, and tanks.
Oh yes, Biotank is the name of the game here for the TheZergLord. At the same time, Tavo does get into the main base with his banshees, forces some lost mining time here in the main, and this is actually pretty important that he delays a little bit of gas because the TheZergLord is going full gym. He isn't going for the fastest spire, but the spire is on the way.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, full gym is too base, mate. What are you saying?
True. He's going for
nice
a little bit of gym.
No, Jim, get out of the settlers' body.
Oh, God.
But yeah, here we have only the Hellions, just a 9 creep, an important role that they need to do. They're probably gonna try and run in if able and try to kill as many Dorans as possible, and there we go. He finds an opening, denies a little more of creep, but there we go. The Zerglings are here to defend, and Tavo, get out.
Oh, yeah, exactly. Like, there's too much Ling Bane here for the Hellions to commit into the mineral line, so he is forced back. Meters are on the way, and quickly checking the vision of Tavo, because he didn't get close to this mineral line, he did not see the spire. He doesn't know.
Yeah, he doesn't know. I mean, he's probably what the one I'm looking for, aware of it, because he sees only Zerglings and not a single unit that uses gas, so... No, Tavo, please. That is a lot of Zerglings that managed to enter into Tavo's base, and all the SCVs running straight for their base.
Exactly. The army turns around. Tavo was in the middle of pushing out, by the way, and now this is going to delay his push. The TheZergLord sees everything. He gets damage done. I mean, he saw everything because of the changeling, so he saw everything anyway. Now he's going for another run right with his mutas.
Yeah, and there is not a single turret here, man. This Mutalis has free reign over everything, and Tavo is not returning, mate. Tavo is not going to defend. He's going straight with his attack, and I fear that this is not a good decision, mate. Those Mutalis are going to jump between base and destroy his whole economy.
The Ling Bane is ready and waiting for him. Baneling speed is already done. Here we go. The tanks are on siege. The Banelings are going to crash in, and the tanks go down immediately.
Yeah, this is definitely not what you wanted, mate. You need to have your tanks in position to defend against the Zergling Banelings, and everything is clean now for Tavo, mate. This is definitely not his game.
Funada, these Hellbats, they were supposed to protect the tanks, not join the Zerg. As the TheZergLord defends against the push. Meanwhile, I thought there was going to be more devastating damage. Thankfully for Tavo, the mutas turned around. The mutas went back home, so his economic situation isn't the worst. He's behind, but it's not as bad as it could have been.
Yeah, it's salvable, definitely. Another wave of Marines and tanks are coming in. Only one tank though. I have cited before, I don't like when Terran players push with only one tank.
Exactly. Meanwhile, this time, Tavo does defend at home. The run-by doesn't get in, and there aren't that many Banelings, but as you said, there is only one tank, so... Oh god, we'll see if Tavo can split well. Up.
The other is no, he cannot split well, mate. Zerglings coming from behind, Zerglings coming from the front, plus the Mutalis, mate. This is gonna be cleaned up very easily for Tavo, for the TheZergLord.
Oh yeah, the TheZergLord, he protects his 4th base. It did get a little bit low, to be fair, but it survived, and that is all that matters. Tavo is forced to turn around. He keeps going. He doesn't want to stop. He wants the base.
Man, He's going full Chaos Fate, mate. But if you wanna go full Chaos Fate, mate, you need to split like Chaos Fate, and so far you're not doing it.
Oh my god, he did target down 2 of those mutants. The target fire is okay, but no, the melee connects. Ah.
Look, I like what Tavo is trying to do, but Tavo, please stop. Stop. Gather your forces first before sending them to death, please.
That hatchery was that's all he wanted. He just wanted to kill the hatchery, and it survived in the end. Well worth it for the ZergLord. The Muta Cloud is coming back. There's only a missile turret, and it's not gonna survive. The repairs are pretty good.
Yeah, the repairs were pretty good. 19 Mutalists left. This is a lot of Mutalists. A Thor in the main base just in time to defend against this, but yeah, those Mutalists are going to be a problem for Tavo and need to be dealt with quickly. I fear that the moment that Tavo moves out once more, his economy is going to be destroyed by this Mutalisk.
Yeah, exactly. And he doesn't have much of an economy right now. Like, he's not even fully saturated on 3 bases. He needs a 4th base soon. And the ZergLord, he's getting his 6th base up right now. Like, he's expanding like a madman. He's got 81 drones. He's done droning. He can make nothing but units now. So he's just free to just go for all these run-bys.
Yeah, and there we go. Mutalists are going from one side, Zerglings are going to the other. Let's see how good the defense is, and the answer here is very good. That was a really nice position, Widowmine.
Oh, exactly. Nice sense of tower positioning as well, but at the same time, Mutas dip in. Oh, but Tavo is ready for them this time with a couple of... Never mind. He does move the Widowmines away. But again, the ZergLord didn't deal too much damage.
Look, I gotta say, I like what Tavo is doing with those Widowmines, mate. I think that there is a smart move to use instead of the tanks because of the composition that TvZergLord has at the moment. And Tavo has already like 3 tanks to his death, mate. I think using a unit that needs less babysitting is exactly the kind of unit that he needs at the moment.
Oh yeah, definitely. But we've been here before. We see a massive move out at the same time. There's the league run by bar the mines. Oh, one of them gets focused down. The second gets focused down as well.
Yeah, oh my god, no, he's not splitting at all at his army. All his army is basically gone, mate. Now he only has 1 Thor, a few Marines, and Medivacs, and meanwhile, all his base is gonna be destroyed. Everything is gonna go down for Tavo, and I think this is the end.
Yeah, at the wrong time. Tavo, he just wasn't looking at his army. He was looking back at home. He was distracted, and there were no splits, as you said.
Another couple of Marines bite the dust, and there we go.
Yeah, there are only 2 Thors remaining, and it's not going to be enough. There are a lot of Medivacs, but there's nothing left for them to keep alive. Yeah,
the Mutalists come back. They're gonna snipe whatever remains in these Medivacs, and this is gonna be GG, mate. Because now Tavo, he's almost 100 supply behind of his opponents, 30 workers behind, and a lot of army.
Yeah, exactly.
Man, that's a lot of Zerglings. How many Zerglings are there? Let me count. There were over 80 Zerglings there at one moment.
Jesus Christ, that's a lot of Lings, that's a lot of Banes, that's a lot of Mutas, and that's just not a lot of Terran left. The ZergLord rolls on in, and it looks like the ZergLord is going to start this series off with a win. Oh. GG.
GG. Well played by the ZergLord. Good macro by him. That was Zerglings never ending, mate.
Oh yeah. Never-ending Lings, the constant run-bys, and again, a lot of it was also like the ZergLord has such a good start because again, the Spire was never scouted, like he was never ready for those mutas, like the constant run-bys. Yeah, that's one of my favorite things about the ZergLord, like how aggressive he can be, with all those run-bys. But even though he's taken game number 1, don't worry everyone, don't worry, because we still have a full series ahead of us. It is a best of 5, of course, so yeah, at least 2 more, Yeah,
at least 2 more, mate. And speaking of at least 2 more, Curious Minds is our next map. What do you think, Light?
Oh, okay. A relatively open map. I would usually say this is a pretty good map for Zerg. I think this may have been the ZergLord's pick. But there are some very nice tank positioning, so yeah, we'll see what Tavo can get done. I don't think this is a good map for mech. I will say that.
Mm, mm. Well, we're about to find out. We are now loading this map, guys. So just a few more seconds, and there we go. 3, 2, 1. Happy 20. No, wait, that's different. It's postponing here. The Happy Zerg player who just won his previous game and who beat Jam in this tournament. This is Team Super's TheZergLord.
And spawning in the bottom right-hand corner of Curious Minds LE, we have the Peruvian Terran player himself. Currently down in this series, but it's okay. It's the best of 5, still plenty of games to go. It is Tavo.
Why does Tavo doesn't have the logo?
Wait,
why does TheZergLord doesn't have the logo either? Come on, guys.
Shaking my head.
They're paying you. The least you could do is put the logo on next to your bases.
Show your decals. God damn it. Shaking my head. But yeah, as you said, they are both part of the same team, so I'm sure Team Super is very happy with them, very happy. And yeah, we'll see what they're able to accomplish as well, because I know there's still a lot of question marks around Team Super. They still don't even have a Wikipedia page, by the way. Shaking my head. But they're very passionate. It's really cool to see them invest in Latin America. It's not something that teams do often.
Yeah, please keep doing it. Yeah, so Light, how has been your week?
It's been pretty intense. There's been a lot of StarCraft going on. Again, I think it's been a week since we signed Vindicta. So we were able to add a Duckling after we lost one. So yeah, it's been really cool.
Yeah, Vindicta. Now that he's on your team, please tell him to come to Mexico and get his papers. We need him to play Sentimental Latino.
True.
But we cannot let him because he doesn't have the paperwork.
God damn it, Vindicta.
And I'm pretty sure for him it's gonna be an easy paperwork.
Yeah.
It's gonna be, hey, are you playing Mexicans? Yes, there we go. Here you go.
He's just lazy. He's just shaking my head.
I believe Jim once spoke to him and asked him like, hey, why don't you get your Mexican papers? And he's like, oh, I need to go to Tijuana and it's scary.
That's fair. That's very fair. Yeah. Oh god, but hopefully he can get his papers one day.
I don't know, man. I hope that contract you put that clause in, man.
What I will say is that Vindicta is hard at work. He's actually streaming right now, I think. So he's been practicing a lot. He's been practicing with Special as well. I don't know if you've seen, but he's also been making YouTube channels, and he made a video with Special, which is pretty cool. Yeah.
Caliber GG asked in the chat if Mente Curioso is from Zerg. The answer is no. He's Portuguese. That is Curious Minds in Portuguese.
Ah, okay. There you go.
Not very different from the Spanish, but it is Portuguese.
Yeah, okay. Ooh, we'll see. We'll see how this game goes. As so far, we do have some pretty standard openers. This time, no Tech Lab on the starport, so no BC and no Banshee.
Yeah, no BC, no Banshee, just straight up. Okay, we might see BC later, man, because remember, he went Viking first. He may be saving his gas for something else. But who knows? But now he's going for the fast team this game. He doesn't want to be, oh, there we go, Armory, fast Armory, mate. There we're gonna see Hellbats.
Yeah, I was very curious as to what he was saving up for, because there was no third CC, and there was no tech, and there was no second racks. So it's not a 2-on-1 or anything like that, so it is gonna be a Hellbat push. And because of the Viking, once again, he keeps this hidden from the ZergLord.
Do you think a Hellbat push is a good idea on a map as open as this one?
That's a good question. I do think it can work because the rush distance is relatively short, but the ZergLord is reading this really well. Like, when he got into Scout, actually, he didn't really see much, but he's got a Roach Warren on the way, and that's exactly what you want against Hellbat pushes.
I mean, he saw the Viking. The Viking is a pretty tell, in my opinion. You know how because not many Terran players build it at the at the moment.
Mhm.
You know when you see a bike in the 9 your overlord, you need to be prepared for anything.
Hmm.
And a Roach Warren versus Terran is not a bad idea.
Yeah, exactly. And meanwhile, here we go. All the Hellbats are about to rock up, but we have a lot of Queens, we have a lot of Lings, and we have 6 Roaches on the way. So Tavo is on a timer. He's on a timer to deal damage and kill Queens and get drones killed, but immediately the ZergLord evacuates his third base.
Yeah, immediately the settler pulls back. That's a lot of Queens, man. That's a lot of Queens. Definitely can buy a lot of time for these Roaches to come. And there we go. Roaches are now coming in. Tavo try to do as much damage as possible. He's already to kill 2 Queens. A tier 1 is going. Ooh, nice and fuse on that Queen. It's not gonna go down yet.
Oh yeah, the Queen barely survives. There we go. Another one gets focused down, and the ZergLord defends, not without losing 4 Queens, which is damage, but I'm sure Tavo wanted to deal more.
Yeah, definitely 4 Queens is not what you want. You wanted, workers. You wanted maybe a base if you get really lucky. But 0 workers were killed in that engagement.
Yeah, exactly. So not really worth delaying your third CC here for Tavo. He will get it eventually, and we do have 1-1 on the way, so he is playing Bio Tank once again. But yeah, he's gonna be playing from a little bit behind. I don't think it's as bad as his Banshee opener last game, because at least he killed Queens this time. If you remember, the Banshees didn't really do anything.
Yeah, they didn't. But and now this game, I mean, let's be honest, they didn't do anything. They didn't do much either. But at least they did more than the Banshees.
Yeah, exactly. This is better. This is better. Meanwhile, Liberator tries to sneak past the natural, but it was sniped by these Queens, so Liberator did get picked off. And now the ZergLord, the biggest problem is that with the death of all those Hellbats, now there's nothing to stop the ZergLord from spreading creep. Like, there's no Hellions for map control.
Yeah, he's gonna go crazy with this. Meanwhile, there's a medivac here coming with a couple of Hellbats, but unfortunately, Roaches are ready as well as a Spore, so they're not gonna be able to do anything. He's gonna try the main base. I'm not sure if this is wise. The queen is in position. I love it.
Yeah, the ZergLord, he's for the most part ready for it. There we go. We do even have 3 Roaches in the mineral line just in case. So the ZergLord is prepared, and he's committing to the Roaches. He's getting 1-1, and Roach speed is done as well. He's just going Roach Rav.
Yeah, this is, I think, a pretty good composition if you do not let your opponent to amass a lot of tanks, because the bio is just gonna be a missile for the tanks for the Terran player, and they will destroy your rush if you cannot like attack very quickly, which I think the ZergLord is gonna try to do. He's ready to assault the tier base of the second base of Tavo.
Yeah, like the ZergLord.
Exactly. He needs to do damage, and he needs to keep that tank count down.
Yeah, and he's playing the map so well. Like, look how open this place is. He gets basically a full surround here. The first tank is going to go down immediately. The bunker is surviving for a little bit longer, but there we go. The second tank goes down. It looks like Tavo will hold on. Very nice positioning here with his remaining tanks, even further behind. But again, oh god, the Roaches, like, there's more amassing.
Yes. If the ZergLord can keep trading the way he traded that first wave of Roaches, he can keep Tavo in check and then just basically spiral out of control.
Yeah, exactly. Again, this is the problem with this map. This is the problem with this base. It is so open. There's no high ground advantage. There's nothing like that. So Tavo, he has to keep rebuilding his bunkers. He rebuilds one of them, which is okay, but here we go. The wave is coming in again.
Yeah, the wave is coming in again. He needs to focus those tanks, because those tanks are the ones that are going to do the real work here. But this is a lot of Roaches.
Oh god, exactly.
No, the Roaches are going down. ZergLord needs to go back. ZergLord needs to go back, please.
He tries to commit. He gets one bile off, but only one. The tank stands strong.
Yeah, and then now there's a tier tank behind that wall up in the ramp. So yeah, I don't think the ZergLord can now break this base with what he has.
Exactly.
He needs to reinforce. He needs to think of another tactic, because if he does it once again, he's just gonna lose everything like that.
Yeah, very nice defense here by Tavo. Like, the ZergLord he wasn't all in, but he was very committed here with this attack. And to be fair, he's still here. No, the 4th base. No, cancel.
Okay, he got cancelled. No problem. Man. Oh, meanwhile on the other side, I failed to see this, mate. Tavo going for the double marine drop here in the fourth base of the ZergLord, and there was nothing here to defend. He lost 2 drones, he lost, I believe, 1 queen, and he lost a lot of mining time, and the Roaches are forced to go back.
Exactly. This is the power of bio tank against Roaches. Roaches are very immobile. They don't have a lot of anti-air. There's no queens. Sorry, there's no hydras. There's no spire. There's no mutas. So these drops can really abuse this. And Tavo has so much breathing room. He forces the entire army back home, and now Tavo can actually get a 4th up and running.
I still do not like the position of where he's building the 4th basement. But okay.
He can get 360. He can get attacked from every single angle. Like,
yeah, look. It was pretty in the open before, and Tavo decided to put it even more in the open, mate. Like, he doubled down on it.
Oh my god. Ay. So hopefully Tavo doesn't get punished for it, as the Roach Ravager is on the way. Oh god, no. Can he finish it?
I don't know, but I don't think he can finish it. I don't think there's any tank in range as well. Yeah, there is not any tank. There we go. Another cancel. Tavo, please.
That
is 200 minerals down the drain.
That's so brutal and so unnecessary. Like, Tavo needs to get it. Just throw it down in the main. Just why not? But at the same time, Drop is actually dealing a lot of damage because the Roach Ravager was out of position.
Yeah, there was no sport ready. The queen has died and 7 workers have been killed. And more importantly, he sees the timing for the hive.
Oh yeah, the hive does finish up. A lot of damage was dealt to this, so the potential for a snipe on this hive isn't unreal. Like, it's definitely possible. Meanwhile, Tavo, despite not getting a 4th base up and running, his army is looking pretty terrifying. He is up in army supply against Roaches, which is inflated supply. So he's like double up in army supply right now.
Yeah, there we go. Tavo feels that he has enough and he's moving out. He's moving out, and without any Banelings, without any Vipers to counterattack this, that was a really good buy. Kill 1 tanks immediately. Yeah. But yeah, without anything to do splash damage or stop these tanks, I think Tavo, assuming he does good positioning with the tanks, he can just steamroll over here. Oh my god, there was 20 workers immediately here. They were in the line of fire, and yeah, everything is gonna go down here for the ZergLord.
Exactly.
I feel, mate, this is the beginning of the end. Even the Roaches, mate, no, the Roaches.
Everything rallied from the base goes down. We do have lurkers to defend, so that will make it harder for Tavo to push in, but Tavo has already dealt critical damage. Like, it doesn't even matter. The lurkers are doing a lot to defend, don't get me wrong, but Tavo, if he wants to, he can just pick up and drop into the main. He doesn't have to fight here.
Yeah, that is a lot of tanks. They had a good spread, and there we go. The ZergLord is gonna try one final push, but this is a lot of firepower that is raining over these Roaches, and everything is dying for the ZergLord.
Yeah, exactly. Lurkers are gonna try and burrow in as well, but going into tanks is never gonna work out for you. Every single lurker goes down. The army of Tavo still stands strong, and he's still in range of the base.
That is it, mate. GG. Tavo ties up the series 1-1.
GG, well played. I was really worried there, especially with the Roach Ravager pushes, getting tanks with that first wave, denying bases time and time again. But Tavo, his macro was solid, and again, he did not let up with those drops either. Like, he knew what he needed to do. Oof.
Yeah, GG, mate, GG. I like the way the ZergLord tried in the beginning with those Roaches, mate, but I think he went a little too much into it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Like, after the first wave, it's like, you know, get the hint, right? back off and then start your lurkers. But no, he went for a second wave as well, and that was the push where he didn't get a single tank, right? The second time he attacked. Just traded against Marines, which is never something you want to trade. You'd never want to trade all these gas units for just man with gun.
Yeah, definitely. Man with gun. Reminds me, you know, there's an episode of Carbots with Among Us, but StarCraft version.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I remember.
I so much one of those, mate, just because of all the minigames that you can do. All the different tasks.
The dream. There's no way there isn't like an Among Us in the arcade, right? Question mark? There's gotta be.
I mean, that's probably an Among Us type game, but I want the real deal,
Yeah,
with cardboard graphics and stuff.
true. Yeah, fairly. But here we go. We are diving into game number. Mate, we're tied up 1-1.
Yeah, we're tied up 1-1, and welcome everyone to 2000 Atmospheres, map number 3 in this best of 5 series, and spotted here from Team Super, from Brazil, for the Zerg race. This is the ZergLord.
And spawning in the bottom left-hand corner of 2000 Atmospheres LE, we have the Peruvian Terran player himself representing Team Super. It is Tavo. Ah, interesting. I don't know if you saw, but Calibre was adding a little bit of information in the chat. For those who are unaware, Calibre is actually the team owner, I believe, of Juggernauts. Juggernauts.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's the team that that has signed Mio Micah, Goga Joey, and Ender.
Cool. I was not aware of that. I was not aware of that. He's from Puerto Rico.
Yeah. So even though he has Latin American roots, his team is focused in Southeast Asia. But yeah, he's just letting us know like a little bit of backstory there.
Yeah, cool. Now please, I'm an Latin American player. I hear Jim Rice. I hear Jim Rice is leaving his team.
Jim Rising is a free agent. Let's go.
He's a free agent in like 3 more hours, mate. 3 more hours.
Yep. That's the thing, right? Like, there aren't a lot of Latin American players to pick up anymore. There's Jim. I would say Jim and Chaos Fate are probably the biggest ones.
Wait, Chaos Fate is teamless? No, he's not.
I should say that, like, they're on teams, but like they could, they could probably get picked up by another team. Oh god, like the others are like already have like big names behind them, right? Whether it's Team Super or Infernales or CranKy Ducklings. Yeah. Oh god. Yeah. Unless you want to go into a bidding war with Team GP and get Cham. Just saying. I don't know if Cham would want to be on a team with Mio Micah though. There's some history there.
Look. That's how you get the best of both of them, man. You make them play each other every day just because of the hate that they have.
Ay. Yeah. Meanwhile, back over in this game, we do see Tavo for the first time this series going not for a 1-1-1.
Yeah, he's going full Chaos Fate with a faster CC, mate. And by the build that apparently the ZergLord is doing at the moment, he's gonna go and punish.
Oh. Yeah, exactly. I mean, the ZergLord, he's gonna try and go in for a bit of a scout, but like I really do like this because these past 2 games, even though Tavo was able to win game 2, like these like aggressive openers haven't really been working out for him, right? Like it's stop. Just like get your 3rd CC up, mate.
Yeah, unfortunately that is true. But let's see what he does now with this. Oh, is he gonna get? Oh no, he didn't. I was really invested in if he was gonna get or not that tumor. But Tavo is now trying to do what he did to Jim Rising in game number 1, mate. The TCC is done, and we have now a fusion core behind this. But unlike the previous game, here we have the ZergLord with the Overlord coming in, and there's only 1 Marine. I don't think he will be able to stop it.
Yeah, this Viking production was delayed a little bit late here from Tavo, so slipping up his build a little bit, and that means that this Overlord is going to get in, and it looks like, yep, it's going to scout.
Your forces are taking damage.
Oh. There we go. Full scout here off in the main base.
I love it. Tavo tried to start concussive shells back in the barracks in the tech lab just to draw Tavo the ZergLord off, But now that he sees everything, he's like, screw it, I just cancel it in his face.
Yeah, it's one of those things where is the ZergLord gonna respect the fact that he saw it researching, and think that maybe Tavo is gonna like cancel the fusion core? I know he's getting spores. Like he's getting ready for it anyway. Like he knows better.
Yeah, he knows better. I mean, as you say, the seller was probably watching the Cosmos stream while game number 1 was happening. So he knows how Tavo can play. But the big difference here, mate, is he's going bio behind this instead of mech.
True. We do have bio double engineering bay on the way here. So it's very similar opening to against Jim Rising, but the follow-up is very different here from Tavo. And the ZergLord hasn't been able to confirm that yet. So he's still in the dark for the time being, just preparing himself for the BCs. And we'll see where he goes from here as, he goes for a Spire again. No roaches.
No roaches. Yeah, Spire on the way. A couple of sellings on the way. I don't know if I like it, man. I don't know if I like the. I mean, I like what the ZergLord is doing. It's definitely the quote-unquote correct composition. But meanwhile, the Battlecruiser is entering the scene, but the Queens were ready, and I like it. The ZergLord is actually evacuating all his drones. This is something that we actually did not see Jim Rising do in his games versus Tavo.
Yeah. The ZergLord, he doesn't want to risk it. He doesn't want to allow any workers to be killed. Sure, it does force some less mining time, but at least he preserves the lives of all these workers. The ZergLord, he cares about his drones.
Look. Now we know that the ZergLords go into the left when we are politically speaking.
Exactly. Unlike someone like Jim Rising.
He's like, no, mate, that's gonna hurt the economy. Keep working.
Keep working until you die, mate. Ay, Jimbo, por favor. Oh, God. But yeah, because of that, the ZergLord he's a little bit better off here. Quickly checking the vision, I want to see if Tavo, has he seen the Spire? And he has not. He was not able to spot that, so we do not have any missile turrets at all, once again.
Yeah, unfortunately, the location of the Spire is a little unorthodox, in my opinion. Like, just right in the middle. Usually, you won't put it like behind your bases, and because the Battlecruiser teletransported directly behind the minerals of the ZergLord, he didn't manage to catch a glimpse of what is inside the main base.
Exactly. Likewise, mutas and BCs miss each other, so Tavo once again doesn't see the mutas. They're going to go straight into that main base or the third base, and he is not ready. He does have a couple of like bio units here. Actually, no, the Marines are mainly across the map. They're not at home to defend.
Yeah, there is nothing here to defend. No Marines, no missile turrets, no doors, nothing. And Tavo is not reacting to the attack. He's gonna lose the whole mineral line, mate. One Battlecruiser teleports back. But yeah, he just lost 13 workers, and the ZergLord has lost nothing.
Exactly. Now, we see that Tavo has to deal that damage here across the map. The mutas, they're not done, by the way. They go down here to the third base. There is a Viking, but only a single Viking. The Marines are stuck in the main. They can't help. Oh
my god, the tank.
The tank goes down as well. At the same time, though, the bio army is here in the main, but there's Ling Bane.
Yeah, there is a Ling Bane to defend. Only 3 workers killed by Tavo. Meanwhile, the ZergLord has killed 17 in total. He is now 10 workers behind.
He really is. And this drop, oh my god, he has to be so careful. The mutas, they're trying to hunt that drop down. They're looking for it desperately, and it looks like they're gonna find it.
Yeah, and there we go. They find it, and these Marines are gone. Are gone.
Oof.
Yeah. Meanwhile, Tavo is gonna take tanks as distraction, and he's moving his army across the map. But unfortunately, wait, where are the tanks? You need tanks with this. Have your Marine just disappear because of those Baneys. There's only 1 tank and 1 Battlecruiser. I think if the metal is returned, they can easily crush this army.
I was gonna say, he needs tanks. He's got 1 tank copium. It's gonna be enough. But the Ling Bane rolls on in, and everything is gonna explode. Only the BC survives. It does teleport back home, but Tavo gets nothing done. He doesn't get any drone damage. He doesn't kill the base. He only trades against Ling Bane.
Yeah, only trades, and as I said, guys, do not push out with only 1 tank. You need at least 2. At least 2 tanks, please. Now, at least one thing that I think is going on for in Tavo's favor, mate, his 2-2 is now finished.
True.
His 2-2 is not finished, and in the Zerglord only 1-1 at the moment. His 2-2 has not even begun yet.
Yeah, the upgrades for the ZergLord are far behind, so maybe Tavo can kind of leverage that into his favor. 3-3 just now started. Yo, Tavo is on top of his upgrades. On top of that, he is transitioning into Widow Mines. It took a while, let's be honest, like it took a while for him to get here, but Tunneling Claws is on the way, like he wants to go into buy a mine.
Yeah. Meanwhile, mate, thank you Vindicta for the raid of 83 people. You know, he's doing exactly what his contract say to give you all the views.
Gracias, papi, gracias. Yo, at the same time, Tavo does catch a couple of mutas here. Yo, with the power of Vindicta, can Tavo do it? Can he come back in this game?
I mean, he does have a lot of Marines at the moment. The question is how many Widow Mines is giving army. I see only 1.
Yeah, only 1 for the time being as he's pushing out across the map. Thankfully, there's not a lot of creep here, so the ZergLord is going to have a hard time defending the space. At the same time, he's getting himself set up for a massive Ling run by. There is a bunker here, but oh, and some reinforcements.
There is no wall here. The Widow Mines managed to burrow, but the Zerglings were very wise to split up and not a lot of damage done to them. And yeah, this steel base mate is done for. This steel base is done for. Now Tavo needs to do as much damage as possible with his Marine army on the other side.
Yeah, he gets a kill on that 5th base. He's pushing in towards that 3rd as well, but the Banelings are already waiting. The first Widow Mine shot will go up. Decent connection, but there's still so much Ling Bane left.
Yeah, this is a lot. I don't think this is gonna be enough for Tavo to push through. Meanwhile, he lost the third base already. The CC is over, and the army is returning to confront this army of Tavo.
Yeah, the mutas are turning around. The splits are okay, but it's not going to be good enough. Once again, the Ling Bane cleans up the Bio army, and the BC that teleported in is no longer in this world. It gets focused down. The ZergLord cleans everything up. We have another army coming in, but it's trickling in, mate.
Yeah, this is not gonna be enough. Tavo, please need to regroup. Please build more Widow Mines. Please build more tanks, and you have the upgrade advantage. Take it, use it wisely, my friend. Wisely is the strong word here.
Exactly. As the Ling Bane rolls on in once again, and that's the thing. This is an anti-timing. Like Tavo has been so on top of his upgrades. 3-3 is about to finish up after he lost his army.
Yes. I mean, all of my Marines are super powered and we only have 1.
Feels bad, man. But yo, the bait. Oh, the Widow Mine shots. Oh.
Only 1 good Widow Mine shot. The only 2 were very good deflected by the ZergLord, and he lost his Zergling. He needs to go back, but yeah, he is definitely very ahead in this game. The worker count is very similar, but the army supply tells another story.
Yeah, it's the army supply. It's the fact that the ZergLord has been able to keep so many of these mutas alive for such a long time. They've gotten so much value. Oh, the Widow Mine drop! No, not like this.
All the Widow Mines are killed, and as well as the Medivac. This is not something that you really want. And now the militaries are hunting your main base, your production. This is the bane of all Terrans.
Yeah, it really is. The mutas dancing between the production, between that dead 3rd base now, and this is just buying the ZergLord time. It's buying him time to drone up, to get his bases up and running, to work on a hive, to work on his upgrades. Now he's got that 2-2. He did tunnel vision a little bit much, and this hive is late. So again, Tavo still has a big upgrade advantage, but he doesn't have an army advantage.
Meanwhile, mate, thank you, Marmelo, for another raid that you got on your channel, mate.
Oh my god. Thank you so much.
I don't know who that is, but thank you.
I also do not know, but I hope you enjoyed your stream. I hope you enjoyed your ladder session, assuming that's what it is. Meanwhile, at the same time, mutas come in. The repairs are not fast enough. All 3-4 missile turrets go down.
Yeah, 2 workers and the 2 workers killed, the missile turrets, and all the army that needs to go back and steam a little bit. A couple of Widow Mines at lining weight. But yeah, this game, the ZergLord has he has Tavo under his thumb, mate. He just needs to press a little bit further, and there we go. Oh, that was a lot of Zerglings killed with that Widow Mine, but there's a lot where they come from the Banelings. They split it between the workers and the army. And,
Yeah,
oh my god, they gonna. Oh no, they did it. And it was so close. I wanted them to go so badly for the workers, but in the end they didn't do it.
Yeah,
And ended up
honestly,
losing most of the banelings in the process.
yeah, that was probably the best trade that Tavo could have hoped for. Like, the Widowmine shots were insane. The Lings, the Banes, they all got cleaned up. But again, he needs more than that. That's how insanely behind he is. He catches a couple more banelings here in the retreat, and there isn't that many banelings left at home ready for this, but oh god, we'll see how good the Widowmine shots are going to be again.
Yeah, and again, without much with many Widow Mines, and now the rest of the banelings are coming from behind, and the army of Tavo is falling to pieces.
Yeah, the Widowmine shots were pretty good, but again, it just wasn't good enough. The ZergLord cleans up the army once again, and now we have that 3-3 on the way. Now we have Ultras on the way as well. The ZergLord getting into his final form. Tavo still stuck making Marines and Widowmines and barely saturating his base. I just feel that's how oversaturated he is. Like, that's how long this game has been going. He's mining out. He even lifted up his main to take the third.
Oh my god, he needs more CCs.
Yeah.
Like, very urgently.
Exactly. Like, I don't blame him. Like, there's just so much pressure on him to deal damage. Like, he knows that he cannot he cannot leave the ZergLord alone. But once the Ultras come out, I think that's the nail in the coffin. I don't think this can deal with Ultras.
Yeah, and look, as soon as Tavo goes out, the Mentalists come in and they're going to destroy everything. He's once again over his production, and this is not what you want. This is a lot of Marines, but not enough, because as soon as a few Zerglings Baneling come in, he needs to go back. I mean, Tavo just doesn't have critical mass, and there we go. That is GG, and the ZergLord takes game number 3.
GG, well played, the ZergLord. He takes a lead in this series 2-1. But again, this is the grand finals. This is a best of 5, so we still have at least one more game to go.
Yeah, at least one more game. And yeah, I mean, Tavo was doing decent with what little he had. The problem was that he had little. You know, man with gun is good, but you need a lot of man with gun to be really good.
Yeah. It's such a shame. Like, it happened a while ago because that game was relatively long, but Tavo never saw the Spire. He was never ready for the Mutas, and we saw how much critical damage those Mutas dealt. If you remember, it was like 15 SCVs they killed in the main base. Like, that was a lot of damage. So yeah, it was a rough start there for Tavo in that game, but here we go. We are getting ready for game number 4. And again, just a massive shout out to both Vindicta and Marmelo for the raids. We appreciate it. If you're just now tuning in from their streams, hope you're enjoying yourselves. This is the grand finals of a Latin American tournament, Copa Hyperion. It is a bi-weekly tournament every second week. We have this here on the CranKy Ducklings, and we feature some of the best that Latin America has to offer. Unfortunately, not Vindicta, though.
Funada Vindicta. Go to Tijuana, mate, please.
Just order some security, you know, some personal security. Go to Tijuana, you know, get your papers.
Yes, just go for it. We all know that Light is gonna pay for it.
How expensive is security in Mexico, you know?
I mean, depend what kind of security you want.
Oh, God. Here we go, mate.
And here we go. Mate, do you want to start?
Let's go. Spawning in the top left-hand corner of Berlingrad LE, we have our Brazilian Zerg player representing Team Super and currently up 2-1 in this series. He only needs one more, uno más, to be our Copa Hyperion 41 champion. It is the ZergLord.
And spawning here, hailing all the way from Peru. Probably he wants some security for himself. This is my Terran brethren from Team Super, Tavo.
Oh boy, let's go. We're here. We're on one of the smaller maps in the map pool, Ducklings. Is it time to whip out the mech?
Man, it has been always time to whip out the mech. I don't know why Tavo has not done that. And look, this is something that a lot of people are probably gonna disagree with me, but I really like playing mech on small maps. Even though I know it is not what you usually expect from a Terran, the fact that there is like very short distances, it means that your scout is faster, so you can see if your opponent is gonna destroy you or not. And when your mech needs to walk out, the distance that they're gonna walk is faster because how slow they are, your opponent is gonna have less time to react.
Yeah, there's a bit of a give and take with mech on a small map, right? Like the counterattacks, the pushes are going to be that much harder and that much stronger. At the same time, there are less bases to expand to, and likewise, your opponent can also be really aggressive when it comes to denying your bases. So there is a bit of a give and take. I do hope we get mech at least once in this series from Tavo. We saw how well he did against Jim Rising earlier this tournament with his mech. But we're running out of games. If we want to see mech, we got to see it sooner rather than later.
I mean, I hope that is now, mate. I hope that is now. I miss watching, 20 tanks in one game. Those are the games.
You're disgusting, mate. You're disgusting.
I'm surviving, mate. I'm surviving.
Oh god. You're not wrong. Shout out to Maru. But when it comes to Tavo, what I will say is that looking at the games that he has lost so far this series, like it does feel like most of the time it is due to lack of scouting. Like these muta plays from the TheZergLord, they just like Tavo just keeps missing them. When it comes to whether it's his BC scouting or whether it's his Reaper or anything, he just keeps missing that Spire, and he's just almost never prepared because he never knows he needs to be prepared.
Yeah, there we go. Faster CC, 111. He's building how many gases? Only one extra gas? Maybe not battle cruiser? Question mark. No, only 2 gases seems slow for battle cruisers only.
Yeah, I mean, I like this kind of fast start CC opener from Tavo. We were talking about it once again, this early aggression hasn't really been working out for him this series, whether it's with Banshees or Hellbat pushes. So I like this so far, but he's actually still going for a Banshee.
Yeah, gonna go for a Banshee opening, and there we go. The TheZergLord, his Overlord is now in position. He's going in. Where is the Marine? Oh no, it's only just out of range of the Marine.
Marine, please! The Marine will not be able to deny the scout. The Overlord slips on in, and the Overlord will see everything.
Come on, this is why you don't hire Marines with myopia. With myopia, mate.
Oh god. This is not the personal security we want for Vindicta, okay? This is... Oh god. We're not at Tavo. As the Banshee is going to be moving out, again, hopefully Thavo's Banshee control is a little bit better this game. If you remember, previously in this series, he almost lost his first Banshee immediately, so he had a little bit less leeway to maneuver them around and actually get damage done. It looks like though this time he's waiting at home with it and waiting for the second Banshee.
Interesting. I wonder if he's planning an attack like Banshee Hellion. I've seen Banshee Hellion do okay because they're pretty good at sniping queens. Banshees do a lot of damage, and the Hellions resist a lot. They're kind of tanky versus queens only. So we'll see. But no, the Hellions are going one way. I think the Banshees are gonna go the other way. And unlike the game in the previous game where Tavo used Banshee, he's gonna wait for his second before moving out.
Yeah, I do think that this is a wise choice. He just has to be careful with these Hellions. He does go across the map, tries to dip into the third base, but the TheZergLord has plenty to defend. He's got Queens, he's got Lings. Tavo has to make sure he doesn't lose his Hellions before he can really make use of these Banshees.
Yeah, by the way, Light, I'm very sad.
Yo.
There is no mech in this game.
No, we have Stim, we have 1-1 on the way. At least here in Game 4, there is no mech.
There is no mech. There is Banshees though. There is Banshees. They're coming in. They're completely undetected and they're starting to snipe drones.
Oh yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4 drones already.
Yeah, there we go. That one shot potential is there with these 2 Banshees. They get 4 drones and now they slip into the main and they're gonna get more.
Yeah, 7 drones. Decent damage so far, and they're still not done. There's still quite a few cloaks.
Exactly. It looks like the queens for now are going to be able to force them back, but the banshees, they survive, and hey, because of that, they can dip in again and get even more damage.
Yeah, 7 worker skill, not bad, not bad. Meanwhile, the Hellions coming in from the other side of the map, but they come back, they see the amount of green, they're like, nope.
I do think that these Hellions could have been a little bit more active. They were back at home, so because of that, the TheZergLord did go a little bit wild with his creep spread. As I say that, Tavo does clean up some of it here in the middle, but towards the south, towards the north, like, the creep spread is looking pretty good.
Oh, Light, they have a pretty good question for you. Oh yes, SG Saber in the chat ask, I'm from OSC, how do I join these leagues?
This league is Latin American only. But we do have other tournaments that we host here, or that we cast here on the CranKy Ducklings, that are open to oceanic players. So, yeah, there are still plenty of opportunities for you. There are.
Yes, I don't know if maybe you had, like, I don't know, one to shamelessly plug in here or not.
Oh, exclamation mark STC in the chat. Oh, sorry, that may not be a command apparently. But we
it is.
There we go. It was a little bit late, but yes, Sparkling Tuna Cup is our open tournament. It's our weekly tournament every single Wednesday, and we do offer bonuses for highest placing Oceanic and Southeast Asian players. So if you're interested, then you can play in that. But it is open to all regions. So we have Koreans sign up, we have Europeans, we have North Americans. Sometimes we even have Latin Americans. Like
Yeah.
Darking's played in that.
Yes, I did, and I got destroyed by who is it? Beastork, I think it was.
Beastork, yeah.
God damn it.
Oh god.
I have not played StarCraft since then.
Beastork, please. Stop killing the dreams of our Terran players. As Tavo is pushing on deep into creep. At the same time, we have a double drop behind the base, so a very strong push here. And the TheZergLord, he ignores it and goes for a massive counterattack.
Yeah, massive counterattack is going in. I hope the wall is closed, and the wall is not closed, mate. No, but there's Marines to defend, and they're in a very, very good choke position.
Oh, exactly. The Marines, they do defend. The wall was for the most part a wall. Meanwhile, we have a lot of Ling Bane here to defend, but Tavo already got a hatchery.
Oh, that was a nice split by Tavo. The tanks are kinda in position, but the Zerglings are coming in from the back, and there's a lot of Zerglings. Definitely not enough for Tavo to deal with.
Yeah, exactly. Tavo gets cleaned up, but you could argue at least Tavo was able to get that hatchery. He was able to get a couple of drones, and yo, the Banshees are even having free reign here. Where's the anti-air?
There we go. The anti-air is coming back, and where is the... Yeah, finally the Banshees are dealt with. I think they overstayed their welcome a little bit. Like, I'm pretty sure you could have left a few seconds ago and survive, but there we go. But yeah, Tavo gets one base. He trades a lot of Zerglings for his army.
Yeah, that he does, and now Tavo is pushing out once again. Like, worker counts are looking pretty even, which is always a good thing for Terran, and now the drop is moving towards the south instead. The interesting thing is that this time the TheZergLord, as he goes for a run by, is not going mutas this game. Up.
Yeah, he's not going Mutalist, which it's okay. It's a style, you know. Instead, he's gonna go Lurkers, which is okay. But if we remember the previous game, Mutalist is what was keeping Tavo back, you know. Now without the Mutalist, Tavo is the one that is on the offensive mate, and he's going left and right with his Marines and with his drop and clean all the grid that he can, mate. And there's gonna be a point that one of these two players is gonna break. Either Tavo is not gonna split correctly, or the Settler is gonna be without steam anymore.
Yeah, Lurkers are for a very different kind of play style. Like, mutas are all about harassing, they're all about counterattacking. Oh my god, there's a massive Widow Mine shell goes up, and the Marines are pushing on forward, and there are no Lurkers ready. Like, the TheZergLord is still trying to defend with pure Ling Bane.
Yeah, this base is gonna go down definitely, and this is huge. That was a base at the Settler. I don't think could afford to lose this early in the game. And another good Widow Mine shot just to top it off.
Yeah, exactly. Like, now is the timing where the TheZergLord is most vulnerable. Like, sure, he has a Lurker Den, and sure, he has a Hive, but he's still working on upgrades. He still doesn't have any Hydras. He still doesn't have any Lurkers. So now is when Tavo can deal all this damage and take out all these bases.
Look, more importantly, mate, Tavo saw the Lurker Den, mate, and now Marauders are on the way.
Yeah, Marauders are on the way. They're definitely going to help out. We need a little bit more than that. Like, Widowmines are good against Lingbane Hydra. They don't do anything against Lurkers. So he's going to start to get ready to transition into Liberators, Ghosts as well. But maybe Tavo intends to end the game before that even happens.
Yeah, and there we go. He's moving in. There are a lot of Widowmines here, and let's see how good the connections are. And it's not bad, but a lot of the Marines have been killed, but there's still a lot of Marines left, and yeah, they're gonna clean this and another base that the TheZergLord is gonna lose.
Yeah, that was everything that the TheZergLord had. This hatchery is gonna go down. We need a couple more drone kills. 6, 7, 8 drones go down, but Hydras are coming out, and in come the first wave of Lurkers.
I don't know, mate. I think this Lurkers are a little too late. I mean, the TheZergLord already lost 3 bases before. He's not looking so hot at the moment.
Yeah, you're not wrong. Like, the TheZergLord has been struggling, but that's the power of Lurkers. The struggle is now over. No, I spoke too soon. This phase, there's no creep connecting it. GG gets called.
Mate, we are going to game 5, the ace match.
Let's go. GG, well played. Tavo just outmaneuvers and the pressure was too much. He pulls apart the TheZergLord with his bio play. The TheZergLord, that one game where he doesn't go mutas, that's where he struggles the most. And we have our ace match.
Yeah, we have this match. Just in time, man, because the Tavo's 3-3 was about to finish. So...
Yo, also massive shout out as a couple of things just happened. Massive shout out to Patty Mac for the host. Patty Mac was actually I guess streaming earlier. It wasn't a raid, but it was a host. So thank you so much, Patty Mac. Much love. Even though Patty Mac isn't a cranky duckling anymore, he's a duckling in our hearts. You know, he's he's still our boy. We're still massive fans. So thank you so much for the host, Patty Mac. And yeah, mate, ace match predictions.
Yeah, ace match.
Who's gonna take it, mate?
Look. Let's be honest, mate. I'm a Terran player, mate. Okay. I'm very biased. I'm very biased here, mate. So of course the set is gonna win because they're OP, okay?
True. You gotta push the narrative, mate. You gotta push the narrative. Tavo, you gotta take one for the team. You gotta take the L, mate. You gotta we gotta nerf Zerg, okay? Think ahead.
You know, we already did it with Protoss, mate, but there's still more work to be done.
It worked, mate. It worked. Protoss, they're not winning against Terran anymore. Let's go. Oh god.
Oh, I'm not sure if I like this map for Terran.
I can't believe this map made it through the vetoes. I guess Tavo must have vetoed Glittering Ashes.
Yeah, I mean, for the people who are not aware yet, we are going to be playing in the Pride of Altaris, which is, correct me if I'm wrong, that's the biggest map in the map pool at the moment.
Oh yes, it's the longest, and obviously it's got gold bases, and gold bases usually favor the Zerg player.
Yes, something OP.
Meanwhile, that means that Blackburn was the other veto. So Blackburn and Glittering were the 2 that were taken out. The widest and one of the smallest. God, but this is gonna be a spicy ace match.
Yes.
Meanwhile, I was not expecting this, but massive shout out to Shura Art in the chat. Fun fact, Shura, he is the man behind some of our logos. He is the one who made our sparkling tuna, as well as our papi and the platypus. Oh no, he made the emotes.
Oh, thank you, Shura. Thank you. You have made some great art so far, and I think Light VIP has been pretty good at putting it to work. Speaking of putting it to work, here we have the Zerg player who's putting to work all his skills to win this match. This is from Brazil, the TheZergLord.
And spawning in the top left-hand corner of Pride of Altaris LE, we have the Peruvian Terran player himself representing Team Super. It is Tavo. I can't believe it. We've made it all the way to the ace match, mate. We've seen both players kind of shine in their own right. But like you as well, like I'm also a little bit biased. I also kind of want our Terran to win. Even though I'm a Zerg player, you know, I'm not race biased like that. But like Tavo, we've seen him kind of rise over time, and he's like my stepson, you know. He's Neo's twin brother.
Yes, you're a stepson, you know. You want that you don't love as much because he wasn't adopted. But, there we go.
Look, I still care about him, okay?
look, I'm just gonna say one of them has a contract, the other doesn't. Okay.
True.
By the way, that reminds me, just like another thing. I saw a video recently on YouTube. I don't remember the YouTube channel, but it was a guy playing the campaign from Wings of Liberty, but it was modded. So it was modded so that all units were in real size.
Oh.
You know?
Uh-huh.
So you saw Marines and they were like a little smaller than what you see right now. So okay,
Yeah.
no big deal. It's still a Marine. And then you see a battle cruisers made and there's like map lengths big, you know?
Yeah.
It's insane.
Oh my god! I remember when that mod first came out. It didn't originally. It was just like a multiplayer mod, where like it just had everything to scale, which was insane. But it's cool that they incorporated that to the campaign. It's cool.
Yeah, it was incredibly crazy, mate. Ultralisk, mate.
Yeah.
Imagine Ultralisk versus Marines and the reach that the trample has. Oh god, it was.
Yeah, the Ultras, Overlords are insane. Carriers as well. Like it all kind of puts things into perspective.
Yes, the mothership, mate. The mothership are enormous.
Oh boy. Well, Tavo, he's gonna have to get big as well if he wants to take this entire tournament here. Again, this is the ace match. This is where it all comes down. It all comes down to this last final game, and so far, Tavo is opening up with a faster TC, you know, similarly to the previous game. But if you remember, last game he actually went from this into Banshees.
Yes, and by the look of things, I think he's gonna go Banshees again, mate, because only 2 gases. If you wanna go PC, you definitely need more than 2.
There we go. He goes for the switch. We do not see a fusion core, and we should see that Banshee.
Yeah, there we go. They were pretty okay in the previous game, so he's like, okay, why not? I just need to, you know, not have them kill. That is the secret, mate.
Yeah. Take care of your units. Babysit them. Be like the TheZergLord. Not like Jin.
Not like you. No, that corporate overlord.
Aye. Meanwhile, this time the Marine is in position, but the Marine does not have enough firepower. The Overlord will still get a full scout of the main base and will confirm that it is a Banshee opener.
Yes, he sees the tech lab, and pretty sure it's not gonna be anything else, mate. So yeah, definitely a Banshee. He might even glimpse the Banshee when he's coming out.
Oof.
Maybe. You know how that when a unit died, he still gives you like 1 extra second of vision?
Yeah.
Maybe.
It would have been close. Regardless, we do see spores on the way here, so 1 Banshee shouldn't deal too much damage. But if you remember last game, it doesn't matter. If you have 2 Banshees, then you can one-shot workers, and you can kind of dance between the bases and focus on the gas mining drones.
Yes. One thing though that is very different from the last game. This is a faster. I'm blinking on the name, Bending Nest from the TheZergLord. So I think he wants to be more ready for whatever push is coming in, more faster, you know. Because look, here they come the Hellions, and immediately a few Banelings are morphing in.
Oh yeah. He's just covering his bases. He wants to make sure that in case there was something like an armory even thrown down, like a Hellbat, Banshee push wouldn't catch him off guard. So he's playing this pretty safe. We can see that there isn't really much purpose of these Banelings, so a little bit inefficient when it comes to gas spendage. But again, at least he's able to keep his mineral line safe and sound for the time being.
Yeah, for the time being. And there we go. 2 Banshees in them moving across the map immediately. Did they have cloak? Yes, they have cloak already.
Oh, and
How many drones, Light? How many drones?
How many drones? I'm hoping at least 4 drones, at least 4, as the Banshees are going to dip into the 4th base. They do see the 4th base timing, but the Queens are getting ready to intercept. What's important though, this time we have a Spire on the way. This needs to get scouted.
Yeah, the Overseer has popped out, and there we go. The Overseer is coming in. The Banshees are forced to go to another base. And where is the Spire? Is it in the natural?
It is not in the main, it is here in the natural.
Yeah, so yeah, and unfortunately the Banshees are not going that way. Possibly wisely.
Yeah, you could argue maybe they wasted a little bit of time here at the 4th base when they could have been a little bit more focused on scouting. At least the Banshees do live, they survive, but at the cost of not seeing that Spire again.
Yeah, and we know what happened in game number 3 when our little Tavo here didn't watch that Spire, and yeah, it was a disaster, mate. Those Tavo has turrets. He doesn't have turrets in any of his base. He does have Marine with Steam, but the Marines are going in across the map, mate, and the Vitalists are on the way now.
I'm getting a little bit of deja vu because if you remember in game 3, same thing happened where Tavo went for a double drop and at the same time Mutas went across the map and hit his main base. So he just didn't have a lot of army at home to defend. Again, it's very similar things are happening. He's going for the double drop, still hasn't seen the Spire, and the Mutas may miss this, or the armies may miss each other.
By the way, that's an interesting research that the TheZergLord is doing. Is that Overlord speed?
Oh yeah, Pneumatized Carapace, let's go!
Yeah, meanwhile here comes the first drop from Tavo. 1 kill and immediately kill, and he's gonna focus the hatchery. I don't think he's gonna get it, yeah, especially because of the use there, and there's a lot of settings here to deny this.
Oh, this.
And now the Tavo sees the Metalisk.
Yeah, this is pretty big. Maybe a mistake, maybe worth it. The ZergLord, he reveals his Mutas to snipe both of these medevacs immediately. Tavo, he starts all these missile turrets back at home, so he's getting ready for it. So honestly, kind of worth, because this time Tavo doesn't lose SCVs.
Yes, he does. He's not gonna lose any SCVs. I'm surprised that the TheZergLord just didn't go straight across the map with those Metalists. I don't know what he was waiting for.
Yeah, like maybe he was a little bit worried that the drop was going to deal too much damage, but we had plenty of Ling Bane, like arguably a little bit unnecessary, but now he's moving out across the map. Again, this time Tavo is much more prepared, so the game should go on a little bit longer. Even Tavo getting 2 missile turrets in the natural.
Yeah, and he needs to be very careful with this. Now he's switching to Widowmine production. With that Widowmine tech for the faster border, which, by the way, remember that it was recently nerfed. Be careful, Metalisk. Use a few pot shots, no problem. Everything's alright. As I say that, he throws one into the fire. He's like, you Metalisk, I hate you.
Oh god. Again, at least he didn't go full Jim Rising and just leave his Mutas idle over the Marines. So it's okay. We do see Tavo pushing out here though with his tanks, with his 4 tanks, so a very strong push. He is hitting it before he has any Widow Mines though, so I don't know if this is the wisest choice, pushing up a ramp into Ling Bane.
Yeah, push a ramp, and there was a scan so he could see everything, but now he's getting surrounded by all sides and everything here is dying for Tavo. Yeah. There's a few Marines left, but I don't think these are enough to fight these Metalists, and yeah, he's gonna be cleaned up eventually.
Exactly, the surround was too good, the Ling Bane was too good, everything gets cleaned up. At least some medevacs will survive. And again, Tavo, he was transitioning anyway, but I'm sure he wanted to deal a little bit more damage. I'm sure he wanted to get on top of this base.
Banshee, leave, please. Don't throw away your life like that. Oh no.
Banshees go down, but you know what, Tavo, he's gonna try his best Chaos Fate impression. Like, he keeps on rallying forward, but the Bailey's finish up. Oh god.
Yeah, in military cleanup, there is more than enough share here for this, and yeah, Tavo needs again to consolidate his forces before doing another big push, because if he just keeps showing in small armies like this, it's not gonna be efficient at all.
Yeah, he just he keeps just trying to hammer his way through and just break the ZergLord's defenses, but it's just not working out for him. So he's forced to back off. He will take a 4th base. You know, he's getting it fully saturated, prioritizing those missile turrets. So again, like, I kind of like his position, even though he isn't getting the most value out of his pushes. Like, these Mutas also haven't really paid for themselves either.
Yes. Once again, by the way, Tavo is ahead in the upgrade department, you know?
Oh yeah.
3-3 on 3-3 halfway done now for Tavo. Meanwhile, 2-2 halfway done here for the ZergLord. So
Yeah. Like, it's insane how on top of these upgrades Tavo is like every single game. We saw in
It's
game
like-
4 how
it's like he had a mastermind.
it's almost as if he's a good player. It's crazy. Oh god. But yeah, his macro is absolutely insane. We saw in game 4 how he hit an anti-timing without +3, so hopefully this time he waits for his upgrades. But the ZergLord is also doing something a little bit different as well. This time, he is not late on his hive. We saw he's been slipping up a little bit with his hive timing previously, but this time he has it and he's already working on ultras.
Yeah, ultras are coming in. Meanwhile, another group of Marines that Tavo is just throwing away. Tavo, please stop doing that. Luckily, they managed to escape. Steam is a really good ability. And yeah, 3-3, just a few seconds to finish off for Tavo. And I think once 3-3 finishes, it's your time to move out.
Oh, exactly. But then when it comes to the move out, it's all about these Widowmine shots. How good are his engagements? How good are his siege points? And how much damage can he do before the ultras come out? Because Marine, like Widowmine medevac, is not ideal against ultras. Up.
The splits are really good. The Widowmine shots are also pretty decent. And that was a lot of buildings that did nothing.
God, exactly, but we still got more Banelings behind that, and again, the ZergLord, he's just buying time. He's just trying to postpone this push as much as possible because 3 ultras are on the way. Kindness plating is still a ways off, so the ultras aren't going to be as beefy as they otherwise would be.
Yeah, 3-3 now finished here for the Terran army, 2-2 for the Zerg army, and this is gonna be really close. I'm not sure what's gonna happen here, mate. With the Widowmines in such a small land area, yeah, not the best, not the best buildings.
Yeah, the Baneling connections have been okay. Again, the ultras are revealing themselves a little bit too soon, but here we go. In 3 seconds, kindness plating is done, and now the ZergLord has bought enough time. Now he can engage.
Yeah, now he can engage. I don't know, more Banelings that just throw away to die, which okay, that's okay, that's the Banelings life, you know, but at least they need to be good. Another set of Banelings that nothing made, and now it's only Zerglings and Mutants and Nortalisk.
Yeah, exactly. Like, he was a little bit premature with his Ling Bane. Meanwhile, there was actually a pretty juicy Baneling connection there, and now it's just pure ultra. We need more than that. We need
Oh my god,
Banelings.
the ZergLord supply block.
He's supply block. No, all the
He's
ultras
heavily supply block.
Oh my god.
Yeah, this is the worst case scenario for him, mate. Now he has to defend with what he has, and I don't think what he has is enough.
Oh my
he needs
God.
good connection with those buildings. Is he gonna get it?
The ultras are going to be able to come in, and it looks like they are going to be enough to force this all the way back. Marines are not the unit that you want right now, but Tavo, he did a lot of damage. He took down the base, he took down a bunch of workers. Oh god, but he's forced all the way back.
Oh my god, the Liberators are now on the map, mate. This is gonna be even harder for the ZergLord. Tavo is in a good position. He is 10 supply behind, and he's a couple of workers behind. But in terms of bases, I think what is it? Four bases. His 5th base is about to be done, and he's still ahead in upgrades, mate. The 3-3 for the ZergLord is still quite a while.
Yeah, exactly. Oh god, meanwhile the ultras, they just run past the liberation zones. They're looking to dive on top of the buy, but thankfully 3-3 marauders are here as well. Ghosts are on the way as well, so Tavo is transitioning, but he has to be careful not to lose too much too soon.
Ooh. Tavo is doing pretty good, but I don't like that he's still, engaging over creep, mate. You need to clean more creep, please.
Yeah, he went deep into creep. He did snipe a couple of those ultras, but he's forced all the way back. But again, thankfully, like, because he saw those ultras relatively soon, like, we do have libs, we do have ghosts. Like, he is getting a much better army here, and the ZergLord has to respect this as well. Like, because there are all these libs coming out, he needs corruptors. Like, he needs like a better answer to them.
Yeah. Meanwhile, finally, a counter attack for the ZergLord tries to kills a few SCVs, which is okay, but it's not enough, and the army was luckily nearby.
Yeah, Tavo, he will be able to clean all of that up. The ZergLord needs a little bit more time to kind of regroup a little bit. He should also kind of heal up these ultras. They are so bad, they are so bruised. As both players are given a chance to calm down a little bit.
The ZergLord is very lucky that Tavo doesn't know anything about the Northern base, mate, because otherwise that is completely free for reaping, mate.
Yeah, there's no creep here. Like, the Zerglord is getting away with murder right now. Not just the north, but also the south. As Tavo, again, he's staying at home, he's rebuilding. But I kind of think he's getting a better army, though. That's what I'm worried about for the ZergLord. Like, the ZergLord, he's going to need some spellcasters. Some either, I don't know if Vipers are the right choice, but some Infestors as well to help counter these ghosts.
Yeah, Ghosts, Widowmines, Marauders. Like, this is exactly all the kinds of units that you as a Baneling do not want to engage into. And I mean, we're about to find out. The ZergLord is now maxed out. He has 3-3 now to counter the 3-3 from the Terran player. And counterattack is going in on the right hand side of base.
Oh my god.
Nice, a couple of nice Widow Mines. That was like 20 supply of Zerglings that died instantly.
That was insane. So the Mutas aren't really going to do too much here. Neither will those Lings. They free up supply as 4 more Ultras are on the way. So I guess the ZergLord does trade out a little bit there. Oh my god, that's a lot of Banes. But
we have, oh my god, mate, we got 50 Banelings on the map.
Jesus Christ, that's a lot of Banelings, but Tavo is maxed out. Mate, he's got his army.
Yeah, he's got his army. It is now the time. Oh, a lot of Baneling nests that were catch up in the middle of transforming. Definitely not a good sign. And finally, Tavo notices this northern base and is gonna snipe it.
Yeah, the hatchery goes down. Thankfully, the ZergLord did evacuate his minerals. His workers, so he was able to keep all of them alive.
His minerals. Imagine the mineral working, mate.
Oh god, but in come the Lib Ghost.
Oh, nice positioning for the Liberators. Even the Widowmines are gonna be in position. The ZergLord didn't react in time to engage his army, and another base is gonna go down for free.
Oh, at the same time,
I mean,
those 50 Banelings, they do crash into the lowermost base. They take out the planetary, but was that really worth losing 2 hatcheries?
I don't know, mate. We're about to find out because finally the engagement is coming in for the ZergLord. Let's see how good are these knights for Tavo here. All the Zerglings are gone. All the Banelings are gone. There's only Mutalisk and Ultralisk, and the Ultralisk are no more as well. I think, but another round of Banelings coming in and Tavo is not splitting.
Oh my god, exactly. The Banelings come in just in time, but as you said, every single Ultra was sniped. Well, the majority of the Mutas was sniped. Tavo still has a little momentum going his way, but he's also running out of resources a little bit. Like, his most precious mining base was taken out earlier. He's going to be able to get another hatchery, but the ZergLord, he knows how precious this base is. He keeps going for counterattacks.
Yeah, the base is not gonna land, and I think the ZergLord is okay with losing this base. There was not a lot of minerals here anyway.
He's got one
so
mining
that's okay.
base left.
Oh my god, it's only one base for the. Oh wow, this is more critical than I was expecting, mate.
Yeah.
Only one full base for the ZergLord, and while the army of Tavo that is here assaulting the ZergLord is technologically advanced, he's not very big. So okay, he's moving out. He's like returning to base, exactly what I was expecting.
Yeah.
And now let's see the supply 160 versus 138 for the ZergLord.
That's the thing. The ZergLord is broke. Like, over time, we've seen all of the creep cleared up. We've seen all of the bases taken down. And we've seen Ultras reset time and time again. Now he's still stuck with just Ling Bane Muta Ultra, which again, it just doesn't trade efficiently. Like, not if there's not a way to like either lock down the army or use the blinding clouds from Vipers, or again taking into Corruptors and Broodlords. Like, he's just having a really hard time pushing into all of this.
Yeah, man. Look at all those gods still alive. You know what's better than man with gun?
man with big gun.
Man with bigger gun.
Yeah.
There we go. The final engagement here for the ZergLord. The Ultralists are doing a lot of damage, and the Zerglings went behind me, and I think they cleaned all the ghosts that actually. Tavo has only one ghost remaining in the field, but it's not enough. There's still a lot of infantry coming in from the other side, and the ZergLord is cleaned up.
It's one of those things where Tavo, he forced a massive fight under so many freedom zones. Freedom was delivered. Liberation is here. Oh my god, they're even fighting the Mutas just with their auto attacks. And Tavo, he just takes a beautiful fight. And we were talking about it. This was the last mining base of the ZergLord. He does transfer over here. Look how oversaturated he is. He cannot afford to lose these hatcheries.
My god, and the Liberators are coming in now. There is very few anti-air in this army, so how many missiles does he has? No, he has 3. That is not enough for...
He has 3
Look at this.
units, mate. That's all he's got. He's coming in, but it's not going to be enough. He only has Ling Muta against the Mass Bio. Man with gun is too good. He has 1 medevac for every single unit, by the way. It's insane.
Yes, and there we go. The TheZergLord is being clean. Another round of infantry is coming to support. And I think this is the end. GG, mate. And Tavo wins the series.
Ah! Hold on, I pressed the wrong button. GG! Congratulations, Tavo! Tavito himself does it. The Peruvian Terran player is our Copa Hyperion number 41 champion.
He did it, mate. He killed the champ killer.
Ah. He did it. He beat the Cham killer. Exclamation mark be in the chat if you want to have a look at the bracket yourselves. But Cham El Chamaco, the best Zerg player in all of Latin America, was a part of this tournament, but he was knocked out by the ZergLord in a ZvZ, an insane ZvZ. And because of that, the ZergLord was looking poised to take the entire tournament, but Tavo had something else in store for him. Ah.
GG, mate. Congratulations to Tavo. Congratulations to all Zerg players because you're not gonna get nerfed today.
GG, well played. Congratulations, Tavo. It's been a long time coming. We've had 41 Copa Hyperions, and this is the first time that Tavo is our champion. This is his first Latin American win, Latin American weekly win. So congratulations. Like it's been great to see Tavo grow over the course of the year, and now, like, mate, he's a champion. Let's go.
Man, you should see if you can bring Tavo along for a quick interview. This is his first win after all.
I don't know if he's confident with his Spanish. I don't know. Hold on.
I mean, I would like to think he's pretty confident with his Spanish, mate. He's Peruvian after all.
I meant to say English. Oh my god. Wow. I'm so happy to see him doing so well. It's been a long road. But Tavo, he's just become such a good player now. He's kind of learned from Chaos Fate. He's surpassed Chaos Fate. And this is his year, man. 2022, year of Tavo.
Yes, year of Tavo, mate. I mean, can you imagine Tavo qualifying for the EPT Latin America? Oh, the dream, mate. The dream.
The dream. Oh my god. And you know what, Tavito?
Are you doing it?
He's agreed to an interview, mate. He has agreed. Hold on. I gotta get him in. Ah. Wow. Mate, Terra nerf? Is it coming? Is it?
Look. I have already like semi-retired from StarCraft, mate. Don't make me go full retire.
Oh god. Alright, hold on. I gotta get him a link. I gotta get him in here.
What? Is he not in the CranKy Ducklings Discord server? How dare you?
Fun fact, he is not in the CranKy Ducklings Discord, but he's in the Duck Office. He's in the private Kuro Light Discord where we post about Final Fantasy. God damn
it.
Yeah. We'll see if we can bring him on and drag him into one of the VCs. Oh boy. And here we have him. It's the man himself. It's the Peruvian Terran player, our champion. Welcome, everyone. Welcome, Tavo.
Oh, thank you.
Hola, Tavito.
Hola, Darkin.
How do you feel?
Man, I don't know. I feel so happy. I didn't expect to win, to be honest, after two losses in a row. But I don't know. I managed to do it.
Yeah,
Oh my
mate, well played today. Like, even before this, even against your series against Jim Rising, we were so hyped. We were like, let's go! Oh my god, it was insane. Yeah. Like, what are your thoughts about the tournament? What are your thoughts about the TheZergLord beating Cham as well?
Oh well, to be honest, I expected to lose because he beat the big one, this
Mhm.
Cham in this tournament. So, but yeah, I didn't think about that. I just play normally, and then there we go. I get a first place after 1 year, I think. Really hard to. I put a lot of effort in this one, to be honest.
Yes. Were you aware this was your first win in a Latin American tournament?
Yes, yeah, because the last one was Battle of Americas, and that's not for LatAm people. It's like for everybody.
Right.
But yeah, this is my first one. But yeah.
Yeah, you had really
But
impressive play. Go on.
I want to say that Chaos Fate wasn't drunk or with a hangover. To be honest.
Oh.
He played really hard,
Mhm.
and I don't know how I won TvT things, you know. So wasn't easy, to be honest. It wasn't easy. Chaos Fate was playing. I saw him playing all the week, practicing.
Mhm.
I don't know because of the Nation Wars probably, but he came back kinda active, you know.
Yeah. Unfortunately, we didn't get to cast it, but it was very impressive that you were able to take down Chaos Fate as well. Especially because like I've been saying this a little bit, but I don't know how true it is. Like, were you practicing with Chaos Fate before, and are you still practicing, or like how have you been improving over the past like couple of months? Like what's that been
In
looking like?
TvZ, well, in the last year we were been practicing a lot. He teach me a lot of things, especially in TvZ and TvT. So yeah, he was like my mentor.
Yeah.
And yeah, well, beating him was, I don't know, a big achievement. So yeah, but I don't know. These days we haven't practicing, but yeah, I think he's a really a strong player too. Anyway, yeah.
Darking, did you have anything you wanted to ask?
I mean, I think you just got the gist of it, which was what I wanted to know, the training with Chaos Fate. Now I gotta ask, the season for the EPT is about to begin. In just a few weeks we're gonna start the qualifiers for the first big tournament of the year, the King of Battles. Do you feel ready for the qualifiers?
Yeah, I think so. To be honest, I think so. I think I could do it. I was practicing a lot and analyzing all my matches I can do, and of course not getting tilt. That's the big issues when you practice. And yeah, I think I changed a lot of my mentally when I play in this, especially this year when it started the year. So yeah, I think I feel confident in my gameplay. Yeah.
Okay. And I think something that a lot of people are very curious about, myself included, is I don't know how much you can say on this, but there is a lot of ambiguity about your new team, Team Super. Like it's a pretty new team, and they picked up a lot of players. Is there anything to say about, like, I don't know, I don't know if there's any like practice regiments or like the community or the team itself, like if that's like kind of giving you like more motivation to play and improve, or like do you have anything to say about that?
Well, the all I know is the sponsors are giving a chance, especially in LatAm players and all, of course, NA players and Europe, Korean players, because well, the sponsors love the game and they wanna make like other events like tournaments 1v1, and especially in team games, because well, they love the team games too. So yeah, that's all I know, to be honest.
Okay.
Very short words. Yeah.
I wanted to know if you were like, I don't know, practicing with your teammates like Paco or TheZergLord or anything. Or...
No. Well, for the moment, no. No.
Okay.
Well, Paco, well, he play when
Uh-huh.
when he wants, but when he wants, but yeah. Well, the moment we don't practice each other, we are most playing team games, and the events and the show matches too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. And one thing that I know Darking wants the answer to this. Okay, was there a reason why you didn't play mech against the ZergLord?
Oh well, it's because the server know how I play my mech. He knows.
Ooh.
So basically, he I don't know if he has a game sense too high, but he knows how when I play mech, and he goes straight on to roaches and corruptors. You know, straight on to the counter. And yeah, I don't know how to do. If he don't see my my battle cruiser, I think I will be okay and could play properly my mech. But I don't know. I didn't want to play mech. I didn't want a 30 minutes gameplay.
Fair enough. That is fair enough.
Yeah.
That is fair enough.
Yeah.
So,
Big respect for the TheZergLord, by the way. Big respect. He's a strong player.
Oh yeah,
he is.
definitely. Yeah, it was a great finals. It was a great finals.
Yes, all the way to game number 5.
Yeah. Was really exciting.
So, yeah, thank you, Tavo, for coming. Do you have
thank you.
anything else that you might want to say to your fans?
My fans, I don't.
You can say it in Spanish if you want.
Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead.
Bueno. No sé. Muchas gracias a todos, de verdad, por verme. Thank you, everybody, for cheering me. I really put all my effort. Yeah, I will keep doing my best gameplays in these days. Yeah, thank you, everybody.
Yes, give Tavo plenty of love. Follow him on social media. He does have a Twitter account. He doesn't really tweet too often, so make sure he tweets more. God damn it, Tavo.
Yeah, I definitely will do.
But yes, he is on social media, and cheer for him in all the future weekly events, in DreamHack, in the EPT events that are going to be coming as well, the super extra team tournaments that are going to be being hosted. Like Tavo is very dedicated, he's very passionate, and he's always putting in his best effort in all these events. And
thank you.
Yes, thank you, Tavo. And again, congratulations, man. Congratulations on finally taking a win
Thank
here.
you so much.
We're very happy for you.
I'm very happy too. I'm gonna tell to mama. I will.
Aye. And while you go, mate,
Yeah.
mate, give us your best guy. Give it to us, mate. Give it to us.
Pathetic. Get out of here. Get out of here.
All right. Thank you so much, mate. Thank you.
Thank you too, guys. Thank you so much. Good night.
Good night. Oh god. What a
That was
tournament,
fun.
man. That was fun.
Yeah.
I was very impressed with his English. I know he's been shy about it. He's been very shy, but it was good. It was good.
Yeah, it was pretty good. It was like almost Australian levels.
Whoa. Excuse me. Oh god. But yeah. Everyone cheer for Tavo. He's gonna be there for the DreamHack season. Again, it's still gonna be a hard road. You know, this series here was very close, but it goes to show that he is capable of taking down these players like your gyms, like your the ZergLords. Like, I think we could probably say that Tavo, he is top 8 in Latin America. Like, he can definitely get there.
Ooh, big words. We'll see in a few months.
We'll see.
I want to see him succeed.
Same. Yeah. Oh boy. And with that, do you have anything else you want to say, Ducking, before we head off? You know, it's been a pretty eventful event.
Thank you for having me. Please follow me. I also have social media at my Twitter at Darking65 and my Twitch channel, Which, by the way, I don't know if you saw. I was streaming last night.
Hmm.
I played some Torchlight, and you know how in Torchlight you have a pet.
Mhm.
You can put a name on your pet.
Yes. Kura was watching. She was watching.
Yes, and I have a cat, and his name is Duck.
Beautiful. Quack. So yeah, check out Darking over on his channel. He does stream on his personal channel. Whether he doesn't stream too much StarCraft, but Magic the Gathering, Torchlight, other games here and there. So if you want to support him, you can follow him there as well. What's your next game that you're playing?
Tomorrow I'm gonna be streaming some Magic the Gathering, maybe, because Saturday is draft day.
True. Oh boy. So yeah, make sure you support Darking over there. Meanwhile, you can follow me here. You can follow me at light_VIP on Twitter, Facebook, Twitch as well. That's where my personal stream is. I do stream ladder sessions, whether it's StarCraft, some Final Fantasy 14. That's an MMO that I play, or some Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel. I want to get back into it. I've been taking a break because things have been so hectic, but I'll get around to it again eventually.
No, mate, play Magic.
Darking's trying to tempt me to the dark side with Magic the Gathering instead. Yeah, you can follow me there for my personal channel. If you just want StarCraft streams and StarCraft casting, I should say, our casts are done all here on the CranKy Ducklings. Whether it's Latin American StarCraft, Southeast Asian, Oceanic, North American, European, Korean, it's all here in the CranKy Ducklings. And speaking of Korean, our next cast is going to be tomorrow. It is going to be ESL Open Cup Asia. I'm going to be casting with Yaku Zaku. And ESL Open Cup Asia...
Yaku's back.
Yes, Yaku is back. He now has a little bit more free time, so he's finally going to be casting with me again. And ESL Open Cup, that's a tournament with players like, your Trap, your Zest, Hero, Classic, a lot of Praetos. Sometimes Kier and Bjorn, sometimes Dark, Rogue, Solar. So if you're interested in some of the best that Korea has to offer, then ESL Open Cup Asia, we got you there in 24 hours. 24 hours, we're going to be live. So yeah, that's going to be our next cast.
Cool. I'll tune in.
Yes, be sure to be there. Be sure to tune in. I posted Tavo's Twitter in the chat, so you can follow him there if you want. If you want to interact with Tavo. But outside of that, thank you so much, everyone, for watching. Dad King, do you have anything else you want to add before we head off?
Yes, people, go and keep playing StarCraft.
Yes. Keep playing StarCraft. It's a beautiful, wonderful game. It's hard and sometimes rage-inducing, but it's a great game. It's a great game.
It is, and I'm gonna say, StarCraft, when you win, there's no better feeling in the world.
Yeah, feels good, man. Feels good. And if you want to feel good in the chat, make sure you follow the CranKy Ducklings on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. We have our Discord channel as well, where players like even Tavo are in our Discord channel. Now we got him in. And if you want to support us monetarily, then you can of course subscribe to our Twitch channel or check us out on Patreon. Massive shout out to Vindicta for giving us a raid earlier, as well as Madmelo. So we appreciate the support. Thank you so much for the raids. And if you want to support another StarCraft channel, we are going to give someone else a little bit of a raid as well.
Ooh. Cannot wait to find out.
Oh god, it's not gonna be Jim.
Look, Jim doesn't need it, let's be honest.
He doesn't need it. I'm looking at who's live right now. Vindicta's not live anymore either, so I can't raid Vindicta.
Let me see. Enki is live. He's doing a show match
in Spanish. He's doing a show match in Spanish, mate. Oh god. We'll see. All right. Well, thank you everyone for watching. We appreciate the support, and we'll see you guys tomorrow. Ciao.
Bye.